Ah yes, another wonderful package. You know what this means. Let's open this thing up. Undoubtedly, you'll probably be seeing this about a month after I've actually recorded it, but I still think it's fun to go through these nonetheless. This order in particular was made for one reason, and ironically it is the thing right on top. We'll talk about that in a moment. So this is from Wild Bricks in Georgia, and if you're interested in taking a look at what they've got, the details are on there. I found them to be a very, very good store. Shipped this quickly and had lots of interesting parts as well. These will be 3 relatively smaller orders compared to a lot of the stuff I do. Now this is interesting. Look at that. I've never seen packaging quite like this. So they're all connected and sealed in there. Interesting. I really like that. This is just kind of fun, isn't it? So I've been trying to get more dark brown parts for a number of Minecraft things specifically. Yeah, dark brown is just a common color in Minecraft, but not a common color in Lego, so it's good to pick some up. Always looking for dark gray. These are for the Hogwarts clock tower specifically. These are for Minecraft. Various trees, swamp trees, roofed forest trees. I might even do the birch trees in dark green too, just to add some variety. Again, not all that common of a color, so good to pick up more of. This is just fun packaging. I like that a lot. Oh, we got a nice new sticker. Some more dark brown. Again, these are just 1x2 plates, nothing too special, but not all that common of a part. It doesn't show up in a whole lot of sets by itself. So that probably close to doubles my personal collection of it. The reason I went to this store specifically is because it had one of the highest quantities of these pieces, which I've been using for Minecraft cacti. I did not realize how rare these were. It's very hard to get them in any sort of significant quantity for a decent price. And this was one of the only stores that had it in a quantity above like 4. So there's 19 in here, and they were pretty cheap. I believe there's a store with 100 or so, but they are quite expensive. It just hasn't been produced in a lot of sets, and it hasn't been produced in years. This is for lava. And then we have our Minecraft things in here. So you'll notice 2 mushroom heads, 3 pumpkin heads, not Alex heads, I promise. But there's also a wooden pickaxe in there. It was cheap, and I believe it's new, which is nice because I believe mine has some scuffing on the handle. So these are hopefully for some Mars mission mocks. Sand red. That might be the one thing that brings all 3 of these orders together. I can't get enough sand red, so there's some more in here, and as long as it's cheap, I'll definitely pick it up. So these are really interesting pieces in here. These are actually trans red, these curved pieces. This is in medium orange. I'm actually missing it, and when I say missing it, I think it's on a mock somewhere. This specific 2x2 in this color for an adventure set I'm hoping to do a review on in the near future. So it was pretty cheap, so I thought I would pick it up. Again, it's a discontinued color we won't see again, so there's no harm in picking up rare stuff like that. 4x4 in sand red there. And then on the other side is they only had one of these doors, unfortunately, but that's for that same adventure set. For those of you who are wondering, it is the Temple of Mount Everest, which is an Orient Expedition set from 2003 that I have almost everything for, just missing a handful of pieces. So I'm hoping to get all this together because it's been a while since I've done an adventures review. And then this is the other half of the lava situation there. Hopefully to do some nether module in the near future. Simple order. The packaging is super fun though. Might be a pain to get into, but honestly, I'm definitely at a point in my life where I don't need more Ziploc baggies. And so I'm totally fine with just ripping these open and throwing it out and not feeling guilty about it at all. So the second order is quite a fun one. This is where I got it from, full of bricks. Here are the contents, and you'll notice there's only weird colors in this one. Some of these things are familiar, you've seen before. We'll just gloss over them real quick. Some 2x2s in trans blue, 2x2 bricks in trans green, great for Minecraft stuff. Maybe I'll save that baggie for last. More Minecraft stuff by the looks of it. Trying to build up that collection of dark bluish gray. Here we go. Some trans purple. So these are trans purple 1x2s. This again, of course, will probably be going to some Minecraft stuff for an amethyst geode. So it's gonna take a while to get all the parts I need for that, but better start now, sooner rather than later. Tiles, it's all Minecraft stuff, I'm telling you. Jumpers, Minecraft stuff. Corner plates, Minecraft vines. Hey, here we go. Some snakes. The bane of my existence. I love buying these from BrickLink sellers. I'm gonna have as much one day as we had on the show. That's the goal. These pieces are interesting. I don't have a whole lot of them. So it's a 2x2 modified brick, but as you can see there, it has indentations on the side and then an axle hole down the middle. Funky little brick. Of course, I got more green crystals for that Mars mission mock, which I promise maybe will come. I think my goal is to do that for next year's Brick World. Some big Mars mission layout. These are really cool too. So talked about this last time, but I believe this is a color that has actually been discontinued. It's trans medium blue. Great ice color. So these showed up in 2 Lego Minecraft sets, the Polar Igloo and then I think it's the Snow Hideout. Great ice blocks. These, of course, you will know if you've watched my Life on Mars video. Not Mars mission, Life on Mars. So these are the tube connectors, and these are the 2x4 variants, the old edition that doesn't work so well. This part will never ever be made again because it doesn't work, first of all. It's also in a discontinued color that probably won't be made again. Borderline useless, I'll grant you, but very cool nonetheless. Gotta love some sand purple. A lot of purple here for that amethyst. They had a lot of trans purple, which is really cool. That's what all that's for. So pips, 1x1 round plates, cheese slopes, and 1x1 bricks. Just a few green tiles, but I had to get them. They were cheap. And then for the nether layout as well. This might be enough to actually get started on that finally. I'm still waiting for my huge pick-a-brick, first pick-a-brick order to arrive. Should be arriving this week as of filming this, but maybe you've already seen that video by now. The schedule's crazy, guys. The schedule's crazy. These are for lily pads. I actually ran out of these, so I picked up enough to make 2 more lily pads. All right, let's see what we got here. I'm very excited about this. So this bag was the most expensive part of the order by far. You'll see a lot of sand red. Old gray struts. I was missing a few to expand my arrow tube hanger, which I still plan on doing. Very cheap, so I thought I'd pick some up. So that's what those are for. We have some sand purple in here. Looks like just 2 different parts. So we got the modified 2x8 plate with the rail on the side. It's sand purple. Come on, how can I turn that down? In addition to that, there are also a number of these 1x3 slopes in sand purple, some of which I did need for that arrow tube hanger expansion with a sand green mech is the goal. But most of them are just for fun, just for me, because they're sand purple. They look to be in pretty good shape too. I'm happy about that. And so then we got a hodgepodge of that wonderful, wonderful sand red, including, looks like 4 2x4s, 2 1x3 slopes, 1 4x4 rounded corner. Believe that came with the original Mos Eisley set. 2 1x6s. These are very, very, very nice. We also got 1 2x2 corner brick in sand red. That is also wonderful. These are like dirt cheap. Not all that useful, but they are in sand red. Very cool. And then a number of those modified 1x2s that you tend to see in a lot of my orders. I do have quite a respectable number of both of those now, which I'm always excited to have more. These I find pretty useful. These ones I can't use a whole lot. I did use those in the Minecraft layout. I just stacked them up on the top and the bottom of one of these. Even with these, I could potentially do a bit of Mesa expansion if I got creative, and that's the goal. Gonna be putting those in the sand red bag. Oh, I do have a sand red bag. Behold, the sand red bag. These are all of my sand red parts. They're gonna go straight in there. And yeah, that's it. That's the entire sand red collection that's not currently in use. Pretty crazy. All right, that's all for this one. Moving on to the next. So I actually had 2 orders arrive today, which is super exciting. So we're gonna open them both up. I don't know which is which. Let's start with the box. So this one was more or less an emergency order to fill some parts in for an adventure set I'm completing. I needed one more door. And there's just some weird stuff in here as well, which is kind of exciting. This is a 1x2 Technic brick in earth orange. The only other touch point I really have with earth orange is that it is the old Ron's hair. So right over here is medium orange, not to be confused with flame yellowish orange that's in production today. And that is earth orange compared to it. So two very, very strange colors. I believe that piece was exclusive to a different Orient Expedition set. Look at that, sand red, gotta love it. I'll see how, I mean, it appears quite yellowed here, which is whatever. I'll see how it compares to my other ones before I get too upsetty spaghetti. Octagonal column piece. So this is actually a corner, which is interesting. I actually don't have any of these, though they're fairly common. Of course, you'll recognize some of the stuff that's going on in here. A lot of just green 2x2 jumpers for Minecraft stuff. And then there's a few other pieces I was missing here. So that's one of the heads I was missing for the Mount Everest sets, and then 2 snowshoes. And this is very, very fun. So these 2 pieces were from the micro Minecraft sets, but they had a villager. So my goal is to turn this into a baby villager, which is super awesome. So that's all there is to that order. Definitely one of the smallest orders I've done, but actually all of these parts are quite useful to me, except this one and maybe that one, which is just cool stuff. All right, let's see what's in this one. Oh, hey, yes. Okay. I've wanted to do a Savannah for the longest time, but my problem is that LEGO does not produce a 2x2 tile in olive green. However, they do produce, obviously, 2x4 tiles in olive green. So my goal is to substitute these, and we're gonna try to make it work. And hopefully it's great. But that is the goal of all those. So I found the cheapest ones I could in bulk. The store had a lot of good sales going on. So I picked up Ginny Weasley from the Burrow for, I wanna say, $350? Exclusive figure to a $100 set. I don't like this figure particularly, but I couldn't pass her up at that price, so that's what that is. Hopefully you paid attention to the last BrickLink video, because I'm still buying up all the cats, guys. You gotta get them while they're cheap. So this is another 50-cent cat. Looks like we got some furnaces. They must have been cheap as well. In here, you'll see some more tiles, but also some of that wonderful, wonderful sand red. It looks like we've got 2 of the 1x3 slopes. And then a bunch of dark brown pieces as well. So we got dark brown snot bricks and then dark brown 2x2 bricks. These must be new? No, these look very used. I don't know why these were outside the bag, but there's 2 more of those. It makes no difference to me. Again, I don't really distinguish between new and used because I'm weird like that. I'm not selling this stuff, so it really doesn't matter to me. It's all going to be used. That's what LEGO is meant to be, used. I do hope to put this to good use with the Pillager Outpost. And heck, why not? So here's the Pillager Outpost so far. It is actually happening. So for those of you who take the time to watch my other content, there's your reward. I appreciate you. I figured we put that in the Savannah biome. That looked pretty nice. Hopefully I have enough of these. We'll make something work. It'll be great. Yeah, that's all for this time. The amount of bricks that come into this house these days is ridiculous. Very enjoyable to get more sand red and more weird stuff like this, earth orange. What would be a good Minecraft equivalent for something like this? It's interesting to think about. I'm not sure if there's enough bricks to pull something off, but hey, we made sand red work. Why not earth orange? Might pick up more of these, who knows? Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you next time.